everybody? We are back in college football finally. I know it's been a while. Been having a lot of stuff happen at home, helping my wife recover from surgery, and a lot of different things have been going on over the past month. But we are back here in our college football series, thankfully getting this thing back underway. And if we got a hell of an episode for y'all today, as we are in the Big Ten Championship game. Really for the first time in forever for Michigan State that I can think of as far as football goes. But for the first time here for the Oregon Ducks as well, as we look to battle it out with them. They are number 1 in the country. We are number 3, so it should be a good one. Now, welcome back to the channel for those of y'all returning. And for those of y'all who are new here, welcome to the Champion Sons and all of our content that we have. So first things first, before we jump into this game, we got to look at who we are facing off against. The Oregon Ducks, 11-1 on the season, 8-1 in the regular season. Now, they started out pretty strong. I mean, playing FCS Midwest at home, not a shocker there. The Oregon State game, that is a little bit of a shocker. Oregon State's not the greatest team in the world, but rivalries have a weird thing about them where some things can just happen, and it was a lot closer than what it should have been. Now, USC ran up on them, but they were able to take it from them. It's odd is that they were able to get taken by Washington, and pretty handily too, by 3 touchdowns, 41-20. That is their one loss that they've had on the season, and it's a pretty demoralizing defeat. When you look at the rest of their games and kind of the overall win percentage and by points, they pretty much dominated in every fashion. However, if you look at some of the box score stuff, 58 rushing yards on 20 rushes. That's what they had in this one. And, I mean, passing game, there wasn't really a whole lot going on. So this was just an overall really poorly played game, so you can't expect them to be that way, especially following that up with a 45-20 win in back-to-back weeks. Granted, it's Illinois and Rutgers, but still. They kind of show you what they are capable of. And looking at their players, you're not going to be too shocked by that. Jack Moran and Thad Vickerson. Now, Moran looks like he kind of had started off the season, and Vickerson came in the back half. Vickerson was 16 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. That's a 4-to-1 ratio, way better than the 2.5 to 1 on the 10 touchdowns to 4 interceptions for Moran. But Vickerson did come up with just over 2,300 yards in 8 games. That's just shy of 300 yards per game. So pretty tough passing attack. Now on the ground, they got it as well. Sire Gaines comes up with just shy of 1,000 yards at 993. So they really only have the one running back, to think of it that way. I mean, it sounds kind of bad, but they do. If you look at the mobility of their quarterbacks, not so much. It does call them backfield creators, but they don't look like the ones who are going to be breaking it out for you. Just got to be aware of Gaines. He did have 9 touchdowns on the season, but also Turner when they get within the red zone and goal line situations, putting in up 11 touchdowns. So that's 20 between 2 different guys. So they do have, you could say, a pretty hectic rushing attack. That's something I think we're going to have to really be prepared for. Now through the air, Winton and Babineau. Deacon Winton, sophomore out of Ontario, California for the Ducks, came up with 1,300 yards. And then Russell Babineau comes up with just under 1,100. So between 2 guys, you're talking 2,400 yards. That's an impressive little feat for these 2 guys, and that they're going to be something to contend with. Now, coming up right behind them, Chris Lawson, he's no slouch either, 844 yards and 6 touchdowns. So between these top 3 guys, 25 passing touchdowns in total, and it's not a whole lot of drops, only technically 5 drops spread out between the 3 of them. Winton and Lawson both have 2. So they're not going to drop the ball very well. They're obviously very efficient in the passing game. On the defensive side, it doesn't look much better for us. Elijah Rushing gets 15 sacks on the season. Farrell at 12 and a half. Those are going to be your top dogs coming, the linebacker and the edge rusher. So they are going to bring some blitz packages, and they do know how to get to the quarterback. Between those 2, you're talking 27 and a half. Now, right below him is going to be Johnson coming off the right edge, only 4 sacks. So you can kind of see where the weaker sides are for this defense. But it means, and especially with one of them being a Sam linebacker, it means he can come from a lot of different places on different blitz packages. So we are going to have to watch that and be careful with how we kind of run that. Now then, Woodyard and Finney lead their team with interceptions. Woodyard with 4, Finney with 3. Obedegwu getting 2, and then Bayless 2, and kind of 1-1-1 on the way down. But if you're looking at that, that's 14 interceptions on the season. They can disrupt some passes, right? So we are going to have to be careful on our passing game. We've gotten a little interception happening here near the end of the season, so we've got to do a lot of things right. Now let's go ahead and jump into this Big Ten Conference Championship, as we will take possession of it, handing it off to Dunham, and on the first play our offense runs, Dunham is going to go down. So not the prestigious start we're looking for, a loss of a yard, and Dunham goes down. Now that's kind of tough, but here we are, 2nd and 11. Baker is going to send Meeks in motion. He's going to have the snap in hand now. Fires it over. He's going to hit Blount, who drops it. And no good. Too much contact on that one. Now, I'd like to say he probably should have caught it, but in the video game world, that's just not how that works. So here we come, 3rd and 11. Not the great start. 6 seconds have come off the clock on our opening possession. And Baker on 3rd and 11, he's going to find Collier across the field. It's just not going to be nearly enough. And we are going to have to punt this thing away. So we are going to step on, and I mean, we got a grand total of 7 yards in that offensive possession. And it took us 3 plays to do it. As we punt that off, here they come back out to the left side, trying to take it to the edge, unable to get all the way around there, and we're going to bring them down before midfield. So pretty decent punt coverage. I'd like to say it could have been better, but still decent enough, and I will take it. So the Ducks are going to have 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. As Vickerson is going to be in a shotgun. He's going to clap his hands, has a snap, play action, quick throw to the right side, and that one's almost intercepted. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. We deflect that one and pop it to the ground, but man, we almost come up with that interception. That would have been huge. 2nd and 10 now. Claps their hands once more. Clean pocket. Vickerson to the right side. It's caught! And he gets around Jackson. Hey, they're both standing there. Jackson just gets pushed off. Just a little get off me, bud. Kind of shove, and he's going to get around him, and now they're down to the 49-yard line with the 1st and 10. The Ducks trying to get on the move, opening possession. Vickerson fires over the middle, almost intercepted, and that one does actually hit the receiver's hands, but the contact draws it loose, and it falls to the turf incomplete. So now it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, handoff up the middle, nowhere to go. We knew the run game was going to have to be a focus, and we were able to put that one to a stop right there. Ebron comes up with the tackle right up the gut. Well played by this defensive line. So 3rd and 12. Snap once more. Blitz comes off the edge. It's picked up, chunks it deep. Almost intercepted. Oh, geez, he had that one. He almost had that one. Well, the Ducks would be forced to punt. Here we come back following the punt, handing that one off to Gabriel Irwin up the middle. Irwin's going to pick up good yardage. He's got 26 yards on 4 carries tonight. Just shy of 7 yards per carry. Now 1st and 10 Spartans here from the 32-yard line. As we're going to come out set in a shotgun formation. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends. Set Breeze and Price just off the line. Baker's got the snap, play action, fires it out to the right side to Breeze, and he doesn't have a whole lot of places to go, but he does pick up 3 yards. And in reality, you know this is going to be a tough game. Just get the yards that you can get. So it's 2nd and 7. Now Collier goes in motion. Baker has the snap, hands off to Irwin up the middle and nowhere to go. That one's going to be brought down relatively quickly. It is 3rd and 6, so I guess that's a positive. Glass half full kind of guy here. It may have only been about a yard or two, but it's still a positive gain. 3rd and 6 from the shotgun. Fires it to the left side. Price goes up for it, and it's intercepted. And it comes back at us by the linebacker. The one thing we really had to do, make sure to not get that one intercepted. And I don't know how Baker short arms that one. He is looking for Colbin Price, our tight end, coming on that route, and he just short arms it. You know, he drops it in over top of him. DeMarco Elias isn't able to make this play, but we short arm it. We loft it up there all soft and flaccidly, and it does get intercepted. Now, thankfully, our defense would do their job and hold them to 0 points. So here we come back with it once again later in the first quarter, just about over 3 minutes to go. As we get Collier coming across the middle there, it's going to make it 1st and 10 Spartans from the 28-yard line now. Baker's only got 57 passing yards on 6 of 9 passing tonight. It has been a pretty tough start to this game for him. 1st and 10, has the snap. Meeks gets a little shovel pass around the edge. He's at the 20. Spins it back forward. Has a blocker. Hit. Drags defenders into the end zone. Touchdown Spartans. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Thomas Meeks with the play of all plays. Made the catch coming around and did get a good block. You got to give him that. But coming off the little evasive spin move there to cut that one back inside. Then he goes off dragging multiple Duck defenders into the end zone. That's a big-time play. So here come the Ducks right back at us, and we're going to go ahead and miss that tackle after a pretty embarrassing attempt to deflect the pass. And the Ducks are going to have it 1st and 10. So from their own 29, well, not their own 29, from the Spartan 29, they hand that one off. Breaks one tackle, runs into more defenders right there, and that's Pretzloff and Herzog combined to clean that one up. And that's going to be 2nd and 11 as we come down to the end of the first quarter. We do lead the Ducks 7-0 here after 1. So a solid start, definitely a solid start for us. Just need to be sure to keep coming through and keep playing well in a lot of these games. Don't think that right now, even with the lead, they can't come back. But also don't think that you make a play or miss a play. It could go either way in this game and really have a drastic impact. So here we come out to start the second. It's 2nd and 11. Vickerson fires it to the right side, gets past nobody, just gets blasted to the turf. That's got to kind of hurt right there. As the ball is now at the 25-yard line on the plus territory side, Vickerson is going to be in the shotgun. 3 receiver set here. Looking over the defense, has the snap in hand. Blitz comes in the pocket, fires it deep to the left side, lofts it up, and almost intercepted. Oh, man, we almost had that one. So that would result in a field goal for the Ducks. But here we come back following that field goal attempt, leading 7-3. Baker takes off on the left side. He's going to pick up about 5 yards. 5, maybe 6 yards. They're just going to give him 5, so that will be 2nd and 5 from the 40 on the plus territory here. So Baker is going to come out in a shotgun. 4 wide receivers set. Has the snap, hands off to Irwin up the middle. Little hole opens up, makes a shifty move, and is brought down. Shy of the line to gain, but picks up about 6 yards on that one to make it 3rd and 1. So 3rd and 1 from the 36 as we are here trying to keep this drive alive and build upon our lead. 3rd and 1, Baker takes off on the option keeper. Hit and brought down at about the 29. Good run there by Baker to get the first down. Gotta love seeing that. So 1st and 10, here we are. We're going to come out in the shotgun. 3 receiver set. Baker looking over the defense. Has the snap in hand. Play action. Drops back. Fires that late. Looking for Blunt. He gets clobbered. Oh, Baker's timing is completely off. Completely off right there. So that's going to make it 2nd and 10. Now Baker does clap his hands. Has the snap. Blitz comes. Fires that one over. He's going to hit Blunt, who breaks a tackle and finally throws a pass he can catch, but he's still completely covered up there, guys. I don't know why he's not able to get any space. He is one of our semi-faster guys. 3rd and 4 now. Going to be in the shotgun, 3 receivers, but Price is on the slot right, the tight end. Clapping his hands, Baker has it, hands it off up the middle to Izzy, who's going to reach out and get the first down at the 18. Hands it to Izzy, only needed a couple yards. He got the couple, but just to ensure it, he does extend that ball a little bit further. But 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Baker looks over the defense, claps his hands. Runs out to the right side, takes off. He's got space in front of him, being chased, dragged, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Baker on the scramble. And I mean, actually, it looked like for a second there, as I see it now, that he did have, I think that was Blunt coming open across the middle. But Bryce Baker says, you know what? Don't worry about it, fella. I got this one. He's going to take it himself to the house. Kind of concerned he gets chased down by 96 there, but hey, the kid took the proper angle. So now here we are later in the second, about midway through the quarter, leading 14-3. Baker, 2nd and 9, has the snap, fires over the middle, and he's going to throw another interception. Collier thankfully makes the stop immediately. But a second interception of the first half. Baker is struggling with this pass coverage. And in reality, our receivers are struggling with getting space in front of them or between them. It's seeming like it's a little too tough there. And Brandon Finney, I guess I can't be too shocked by that. As he was, I think, number 2 on Oregon's team in interceptions, trying to get up to that number 1 spot. So 14-3 is the score following that turnover. Vickerson takes it out to the right side. He's going to be hit and dragged down finally by a swarm of Spartan defenders. The contact came and he finally went down and lost 2 yards. So from the shotgun, 2 tight ends left. Heads off up the middle. Bouncing around off some tacklers and not a whole lot of space there, but enough. Gets about half the yardage back, so it's 3rd and 6. So 3rd and 6 from the 19. Vickerson claps his hands. Blitz comes, drops off a screen pass right side. They got space in front of him. Gets past one tackler, and we hold on for dear life and bring him down at the 8. They ran the perfect option play to that, or screen pass to that blitz, and that's going to get them a goal-to-go situation. So 1st and goal. Has the snap. Blitz comes in the pocket, fires it to his receiver. Brave play there made by Vickerson as he throws that one, and he's going to hit Deacon Witten right in the hands, his first catch of the afternoon. So you got to give our defense some praise for kind of limiting him to what it is. And on 2nd and goal, they hand it off, and just like that, they're right back in it. This went from a 2-score to a 1-score game real dang quick, if you know what I'm saying, folks. Sire Gaines with the easy run in. I mean, I say easy just because our defense, on that whole side got completely collapsed. So it is what it is. So now we're going to move on ahead a little later in the second quarter, just over 3 minutes as we have the ball following the Oregon touchdowns. We hit Meeks on an out pattern. He picks up about 12 yards. That's going to make it 1st and 10 from the 27. So 1st and 10 now. Baker's going to be in a shotgun. 3 receivers to the left side. Price on the line to the right. Has the snap in hand. Clean pocket. Fires it out. He's going to hit Irwin, who tried to get past the first tackler by stopping on momentum. Unable to do so. Good tackle by Bullock as that brings him down to the turf after a 9-yard gain. So approaching the 2-minute warning, and we do not get it off. I didn't think we were, but we don't. In case anybody is curious. So 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We do lead 14-10, and it has been a pretty tough go up. So 2nd and 1 now from the 17. Baker has the snap, hands off up the middle to Irwin, and they're going to say he was stopped short. You've got to be kidding me. Oh my God, they're claiming he was stopped short. I don't know how Irwin doesn't get that, to be honest with you, but they're saying he didn't. So 3rd and 1, 4 receivers set here. Irwin is in the backfield next to Baker on the left side. Looking over the defense. Has the snap in hand now in the pocket. Rolls out to his right, looking for somewhere to go, and he's going to take off and take it himself. as he slides out near the boundary. And that's going to be 1st and 10 Spartans, this time from his own 12-yard line. So from the 12-yard line, just about a minute remaining here in the first half. Hand that one off to Irwin, coming left, and he's got nowhere to go at that point. Irwin's having a pretty decent day, 13 carries for 70 yards. So his styles have been so different than Dunham that you can actually act with him interchangeably a little bit more often. So 2nd and 9. Clock is ticking down. 40 seconds left remaining. Baker takes off up the middle. Gets a block. Baker takes it in. Touchdown Spartans. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Bryce Baker takes off and does it again by himself. Actually, not by himself. Obviously, the blocking was there. And a great block down the field. But Bryce Baker said, look, I got this, fellas. Let me put the team on my shoulders, and I will lead us to the promised land. As he does punch that one in, and that does give us a 21-10 lead going into the halftime. Now, stat-wise, we should be leading, I think, by a lot more. 134 passing yards and 148 yards on the ground. I truly think that at some point we probably, I know it's 21-10, but I would say at least if you take away the 2 turnovers, where you're able to get points on them, you're looking at 27-10 or something like that. So I'm okay in that sense. I just think there's better options for us, that we have available. So we need to take advantage of that kind of moving forward. So 21-10, we've had the choices, we've had the chances, just haven't done much with it because of the turnovers. Trying to flip that script is Rick Darrisaw, coming up from the blitz on the way far outside and brings the running back down for a loss of 2. That's going to make it 2nd and 12. Pressure gets there, and he's going to go down for the sack. The blitz comes on, and Chris comes through practically untouched, and he's going to bring Vickerson down for the sack. Chris Peworazik, that's how I'm going to pronounce it, I guess, finally. Comes up for the big-time stop, and that is going to make it a 3rd and 20 here early in the second half. The 3rd and 20, Vickerson is coming out in the shotgun. He is still at the 48 on the plus side of the field, but has the snap in hand. Clean pocket. Pressure closes in late. Chunks it down to deep to the left side. Jump ball. And it's caught in the end zone. Are you kidding me? Like, seriously? That is what we're going to pull off here, folks? That is what we're going to pull off. Okay, that's beyond ridiculous. Or he just chunks it up and Lawson grabs it. That's all that is. He just chunked it up and Lawson grabbed it. Oh, God, that's frustrating. If they would even think about allowing that kind of route to happen, that kind of pass to occur. We weren't even overthrown this time, technically, so I can't be too mad about it. But, it's just kind of how it goes. So here we come back following that drive in the 3rd with one of our own as Blunt makes a reception coming across the field, picks up good yardage down to the 29-yard line. So it is 1st and 10 now from the 29. And we're going to be in the shotgun, 4 receiver set, 2 on each side. Baker has the snap in hand, hands off to Irwin, left side. Not a whole lot of place to go. That's a damn shame. Not a whole lot of places to go there. So 2nd and 5, though, for this offense. As we approach the red zone, we're at about the 23.5, 24-yard line. So looking over the defense is Baker. Has the snap in hand. Hands off Irwin, left side. Tries to cut it back up, and that's going to be stopped short. Just short, and Gabriel Irwin is going to be down. Okay, I did not see that coming. That was baffling, to say the least. So 21-18 here. Spartans in the shotgun, 3rd and 1. Needing to make something happen. Claps his hands, has the snap back. Ducks rush forward, but they get pressure, throws it up left, and that one's going to be intercepted again. The 3rd interception of the day thrown by Bryce Baker. This time it's one that happens to be in the end zone. You've got to be kidding me. And as the Duck players celebrate, I mean, you got to remember, Baker, he did get interception happy there at the end of the season. You know, he really did. But I didn't think it would carry over into this game like it has so far. Now, thankfully, our defense has kept us in it and was able to get a stop. So here we have another shot later in the third quarter, just about a minute remaining in the third, as Baker takes off on that one now from the 35-yard line. Baker's going to have the snap in hand, fires it over, hits Collier with space in front. He is dragged down just at about the line to gain, but they're going to mark him just short by mere inches. And it's going to be second and inches, surprisingly enough. Quarter is coming to a close. I don't know if they're going to get the snap off. 5 seconds, they do. And direct snap to Izzy, and he's going to get it for the first down. But now we're going to lose our center. Alex Heenan does go down. And he's going to go in the medical tent and see what happened. It looked like to be something in the chest area, maybe his rib of some sort. So he goes down. That will actually stop the clock. So we will get one more play off here in the third quarter. Baker claps his hands together, hands it off to Izzy once more, has the edge, cuts it back, and Izzy's going to be brought down after 8 yards. Not a whole lot of playing time for him this season. But, hey, he stepped up pretty big for us. He had some good things happen near the end of the year. Against, the Buckeyes, even some positive things against Michigan and so forth. So it's good to see him back in it and really actually playing so well with not getting a whole lot of playing time early on. And maybe we should have, and we wouldn't be 11-1 in the year. Who knows? So here we come out to start the fourth quarter. Well inside the red zone. A delayed handoff to Izzy, gets past one tackler and then is brought down, but for no gain. That draw play took so long to develop on it. He didn't have anywhere to go by the time the ball was handed to him. And that's going to make it 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2 from the 14. Baker in the shotgun. 3 receiver set. Claps his hands. Has the snap back. Blitz comes. Fires over the middle, looking for Meeks, who's sure-handed, but he drops it. Oh, he tried to hit Thomas Meeks, who's been one of our top receivers all season. But he does drop that one. And so that will bring on our field goal unit, who goes boot ball right down the middle and adds to our lead. This is now definitely a touchdown game because it's 24-18 as we lead by 6. So here we come in the fourth quarter. Ducks on the move from just shy of midfield at the 46 on their own side. Vickerson fires that one over the middle, hits his receiver, gets past one tackler, breaks another. And finally, Chris Pereirazic brings him down relatively quickly, but it's not till he gets all the way to the 30-yard line. Oregon on the move quickly here, 13 minutes to go in the ball game. Vickerson has the snap in hand, quick throw to the left side. One receiver breaks a couple tackles, goes to spin, and as we go to attempt to tackle, our guys just dive off to the side. You hate to see that happen. Way to go, EA. So now 1st and 10, well inside the red zone at about the 15.5-yard line. Hand that off right side, breaks one, and is finally brought down at about the 8-yard line. So he does pick up 7 yards on that play. He's got 76 yards on 15 carries so far tonight. Probably one of his tougher games that he's been in. So 2nd and 3. It's going to be an option keeper to the right side. He's got space, pushing forward, almost broke free. Darisaw almost let him go, but we were able to drag him down in the end. And that's going to make it 1st and goal, though. 1st and goal. As Vickerson from the pistol, 2 tight end, claps it, gets the little shovel pass off, and he dives into the end zone. And that's going to give them a chance to take the lead here, but it is tied technically 24-24. And this was the exact thing we did not need to happen. But man, as many turnovers as we've had, I'm surprised it took this long to do it. So the Ducks do now lead 25-24. 10 minutes to go. We've got to make something happen. 1st and 10. Once again, it's not killer. It's only 1 point, right? Not killer, but we just threw another one. Baker steps in and throws it. Is that Elias he hits again? Yep, DeMarco Elias. He hits him for the second time. I've never seen him want to throw to a linebacker so much as that one. And it's a 1-point lead, but now the Ducks take over in great scoring position as they toss it out to the right side, and thankfully Braun's able to bring him down. But you've got to be kidding me. Just one of the worst things to have happened on that play. I mean, that is truly, truly atrocious. So here they come, 2nd and 8. Quick throw over the middle, hits his receiver, and we bring him down at about the 1. 24 of 35, about 270 yards. A pretty decent game for old Thad Vickerson. That time he hands it off, and Pretzloff is going to make contact, but can't do nothing about it. Punches that one into the end zone. So here they come again after we gave up another quick touchdown. And now you can see we trail by 15 this time. It is 39-24. So with just under 4 minutes to go, we're going to try, like our damnedest, to make a comeback. We just got to score, get a touchdown, and then score again. As he fires that one over the middle, Baker, who's been pretty, I'm just going to say, he's been horrible today. He has been horrible today. With 4 interceptions, fires that one to get barely 4 yards. So now 2nd and 6. He's going to hit Price, who comes across the field. Finally got some space. I mean, that's probably as open as any receiver of ours has been all damn day, and that's the tight end. So just over 2.5 minutes. It's going to be an option keeper by Baker. He's got space in front of him, and he's going to be dragged down at the 25. Great job on the option keeper as Baker takes that one, and it's 1st and 10. Now we are moving, no huddle here. Looking to the sideline for the play. Looks like they have it. Baker looking over the defense, claps his hands, has the snap back. Ducks blitz the linebacker. Fires it late. He's going to hit Blunt, who gets away from his man. Fights into the corner. Touchdown, Spartans. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And that's going to make it a 9-point ball game right now. An extra point will make it 1. 2-pointer will make it 7. Now, I would advise against going for the 2-point at this time, because if you don't get it, it's still a 2-score game. If you do get it, it's a 1-score game, but it's a 1-score game whether you get the 2-pointer or the extra point. We get neither, and the Ducks get the win. I mean, that is pretty much plain and simply how that one worked out. We went for the onside kick, they got it, never gave the ball back after we failed on a 2-point conversion. Probably set up by the fact we failed on the 2-point conversion. So the Ducks are going to be Big Ten champs. Disappointing to say the least. And I don't know, maybe in some ways our team's just not ready. In reality, I think Oregon does have the better overall team than us. We have been playing incredibly good, but we've seen our weak spots. 4 interceptions today. 4 interceptions, and that absolutely killed us. And that does cost us the Big Ten championship. However, DeMarcus Stitzer, 4-star wide receiver, does commit. And Kevin Sweat, 4-star Mike linebacker out of Hawaii, we get him to commit. So some positive to be had from this thing. Although Kasim committed to Tennessee. Well, you're a bum and everybody hates you anyways. So we lost our 5-star quarterback recruit. But we picked up 2 4-stars. I mean, that's pretty decent, you know. I'll say this, it is what it is in that sense. So pretty positive kind of moment there. Now taking a look at some quick awards, but while we do that, guys, I do want to remind y'all to hit the subscribe button if you have not hit it already. If you do enjoy this content, definitely give us a thumbs up. It does really help out the channel, and I truly appreciate all the support that y'all have given to us, essentially over the years. And for those of y'all for hanging in while we had this little kind of month-long hiatus from making some videos out for y'all. I promise y'all I'm going to try to make it a lot more consistent as well. Zach Amell, what an odd touch, gets the Jet Award for returner, for being like the best returner. He had 2 touchdowns on 63 attempts. I mean, that's all right. But hey, guys, we are playoff bound, and look at who it's going to be against old Middle Tennessee. We lost to the number 1 team. We dropped down to number 5. So we are taking on the 12-seeded Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, I believe is what they are. Texas Tech is the Red Raiders. Middle Tennessee are the Blue Raiders. So it should be a fun game that we've got going ahead of us. Playoffs, it's our first time in the playoffs here with Michigan State. Like I said, a little ahead of schedule. So hopefully we don't get too caught up in the moment and it doesn't prove to be too big for us, because we've got a lot of things that we are looking forward to doing here as this season continues. And hopefully we can end up pulling that off for y'all. So it should be a good one, everybody. Join us in that next episode in the college football playoffs. And I will see y'all then. So as always, everybody stay safe. And, well, y'all know how it goes from here, right? Later, y'all.